Hello, good morning, my dear students. How are you all? I hope you all are happy and fine, right? Okay, today we are going to see the second part of the lesson which we have learned from last class, that is, A Legend of the Northland. This is the second part of the poem. So, all of you, please get ready with your English reader book and classwork copy. Class 9 English, fifth poem from your reader book, A Legend of the Northland, Part 2. This poem has written by Ferb Carey. She was an American poetess, and let us recall the summary of the poem which we have learnt in the last class. This poem, A Legend of the Northland, is a ballad. Do you know what is a ballad? A ballad is a song narrating a story in short stanzas. Ballads are a part of folk culture or folk story, but nobody can prove that whether the story is true or false. Okay, so this is a ballad. Let me say the summary. This story deals with the greed of a woman who denied to give a small cake to the good Saint Peter, one of the 12 apostles of Lord Jesus Christ. He requested her to give one small cake to satisfy his hunger, as he was fasting throughout the year when he came from heaven to earth to preach about God. He asked a small cake, but she denied to give. She made so many small cakes, but each time she felt the cakes she had made was very big. She didn't want to give a cake to Saint Peter by the name of charity. Saint Peter got angry. So, let us see what happened next. That we are going to see in the second part. Okay, all of you watch the video till the end. Right? Good. Okay, dear ones, in the last class we have learnt the stanzas up to 8. So, today we are going to see the stanzas from 9. Okay, 9 and 10. Let us see. Then she took a tiny scrap of dough and rolled it flat and baked it thin as a wafer. But she couldn't part with that. For she said, "My cakes that seem too small when I eat of them myself are yet too large to give away." So she put them on the shelf. She made very small cake. In this stanza, the greed of the woman is emphasizing in this stanza. But in her effort to make a small cake to St. Peter, she took very little dough and rolled it and rolled it and rolled it and made it as a thin wafer. She was so miserly and she was not even willing to give that smallest cake to the hungry St. Peter. Instead, she put the thinnest cake also in her shelf. The reason was the cake appeared too small when she ate, but she felt it was too big for her to be given away as charity. She was so miserly, she did not want to give even the thinnest cake from her store to the hungry Saint Peter. Very sad, isn't it? Now let us see the 11th and 12th stanzas. Then good Saint Peter grew angry, for he was hungry and faint, and surely such a woman was enough to provoke a saint. And he said, "You are far too selfish to dwell in a human form, to have both food and shelter, and fire to keep you warm." So, here, what happened, you know? The good Saint Peter requested only a single cake, but the woman with greed, did not give him even the thinnest one, right? Saint Peter was feeling weak because of hunger and fatigue. His temper was provoked by the utterly selfish behavior of the woman. The woman was very miserly, and her behavior made Saint Peter angry. The negativity of the woman was too much to divine Saint Peter has to pardon. When Saint Peter was angry with the behavior of the little woman, he said to her that she did not deserve to lead the life of a human being. So Saint Peter got very angry and he said, "You little woman, you are not deserved to lead the life of a human being. Although the God had provided you food, shelter, and also the comfortable life, you are not developed the human emotions like love and selfless kindness. So you are not deserving the life of a human form." So here Saint Peter got too much angry and he cursed the lady. Okay, so what happened next? Let us see. Stanzas 13 and 14. The good Saint Peter got very angry and he cursed her. Little woman, you would no longer enjoy the life of a human being and enjoy the comforts of food, shelter, and warmth. Instead, you would become a bird and live on trees. Search for this little food by boring and boring on the dry, hard wood. Saint Peter cursed the woman. After the curse, she stood still without words. She was not able to speak even a single word. In a moment, the little woman flew through the chimney without getting a chance to speak anything to the good Saint Peter. She had changed as a bird with a scarlet cap on her head. The saint had deprived the whole human form because she lacked the values of kindness and charity. Dear children, in these stanzas, we could see how the little woman got punished by Saint Peter because she was very greedy and selfish. Saint Peter cursed her and changed her into a bird. He said, "You don't deserve the life of a human being because you have no love, you have no compassion, you have no charity, you are so selfish. So you be a bird and search for your scanty food, little food every day by boring and boring on the dry woods." Let us see the last two stanzas of this poem, stanzas 15 and 16. She had a scarlet cap on her head, and that was left the same. But all the rest of her clothes were burnt black as a coal in the flame. And every country schoolboy has seen her in the wood, where she lives in the trees till this very day, boring and boring for food. So, what happened to the little woman? When the little woman flew through the chimney, her all the clothes had burnt as black as coal due to the flame of the chimney. And she had got only the red scarlet cap on her head. Thus, the woodpecker has the red cap still. All of you might have seen the woodpecker on the trees. It has red cap on its head and its whole body is black. So it is because of it flew through the chimney and all its clothes had burnt. Okay. According to the legend, the woodpecker, which every schoolboys can see in the forest, is in fact the little woman turned bird. So, the woodpecker which we are seeing nowadays According to the legend, it is that little woman turned into woodpecker. Okay, so till this day, she lives here, she lives there, she lives on the trees, as per the curse by Saint Peter. She has to bore the tree trunks for food. The woodpecker lives on the tree. They are making the hole on the hard dry wood and they are searching food in the dry wood every day. Okay, this is according to the curse, because of the curse by Saint Peter. Why she has got this curse? Because she was very selfish. Right? I hope you have understood the lesson. So please read the poem very well and understand the concept, understand the story, then you tell your friends and your siblings. Okay? Very good. Thank you. Thank you for watching the video till the end, my dear students. Have a great day. Stay home. Stay safe. I hope you have understood the concept of this poem and learned the story well. If you have any doubt, you can ask us. We will clear it. Okay? Thank you.